The sentence was appealing, not only because it followed me from place to place, but also because it seemed to think about me. How can I jog your memory, it seemed to ask. I look about at this new place. Hotel rooms have a character about them that alerts one immediately as to where one is. This room was no different. It was I that had changed. My mind or something had changed the place of my body, literally lifting it out of one bed and situating it in another. Was the person responsible for moving my body also the same who relocated the note from my book to the window? What's different is that I don't have the hunger of yesterday, if it was in fact yesterday that I stuffed myself with eggs and fish. And today I want to go out. I opened and closed the door. I had a suspicion that someone would be waiting. The corridor is empty. Another thing about the corridor is how green is its carpet and how I'm reminded of a forest. I must have traveled through one recently. Was this a dream? My skin grows cold because the memory is painful. I am alone. There is a house on the other side of the forest to which I'm heading. Something will be wrong with it when I show up. Somehow I know this. I don't want to go there, but it's something for Mr. Otis I've got to deliver, or something I've got to do that is itself a delivery. I'll know when I get there. The pain is from the fact that I've lost some of my clothes, and it is freezing under cover of the trees. I had to give up my leather jacket to escape the hole I'd sunk in. My relations with Mr. Otis need to end. But it is one of those things where you can't say goodbye to a Mr. Otis. Somewhere along the way, my service was pledged to him. Thereby, he expects these outrageous things from me, like murder. This time I got caught and somebody's guard shot me, thus the ravine, the dirt in my eyes and mouth, and the loss of clothes. I'm almost dressed to go outside. Wherever I go will be new, as this is my first time here. A funny-looking city with half-articulated bridges and water wells. I believe it's called Cespia. Everything in the room is branded Hotel Saturn, and right below those words every time is Cespia, which is a name I've seen before. I can picture it stamped on a map tacked to a green stucco wall in a place that might be near here in which nothing happened. Because nothing was happening when I was in that place, I don't think I had much feeling when I saw the map. I wasn't looking for anything. It must have been in passing that I caught the name. I must have been going out the door as I am now. I must have been thinking something else, like how shoes are stacked. Yet I took a picture in my mind, and here it is today. This time I opened the door to find a man standing there. I'm tired of this. He has a tray in his hands. I kick him in the balls. The tray crashes to the floor and the carpet beneath it catches fire. I shut the door. I open it. If the hotel is on fire, then I must go out. Should I tell somebody? I knock on every door on my way to the elevator, but no one answers my calls. The man whom I kicked pretends to be unconscious, so I leave him there. Why didn't anyone answer? Perhaps they've all gone out for the day. When the elevator comes, I hesitate. They don't advise riding it in an emergency, but that's ridiculous. I'm in a hurry. I reach the lobby and I'm stunned by the silence. It's not just the calm of day, it's the dust and feeling of decrepitude about the place. There is no one here. The hotel is empty, a sign reports. The sign talks about the absence of people, but also something else more subtle. This sign is taped to the window in the same manner as my strange one upstairs. My indecipherable sentence that wasn't mine but wished to follow me. The sentence said something important, I'm quite sure of that. Boris. Out of nowhere, that name pops into my mind. Someone I haven't thought of in years. Didn't he have such a sentence written as an epigraph to that novel he was trying to publish? It began, biz, and has 7 other words like this one, though it's possible they were spaced somewhat differently. I'm saying that because I have recalled Boris's aversion to long words, I'm saying that because I have recalled Boris's aversion to long words. He felt that people who employed them were wasting the reader's time. The sentence in general was an indulgence, according to Boris, who went away on a trip and never came back and never published his novel, at least not under the name Boris Berinsky. If the place is on fire, I should probably return for that note, except that the note appears to do fine without me. No, it's time to go out. Standing on the outside of the revolving door, I do the natural thing. I search for the farthest point on the horizon. In this case, it's a skyscraper with the letter W atop. Around the building is sky, then about 10 stories down are other buildings that appear newer in design. I look for a helicopter. I don't know why I do that.